हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम टू टेक्स्ट बुक सुपर कोचिंग फॉर रेगुलेटरी बॉडीज। कैसे आप सब लोग? और आज के सेशन में आप सबका स्वागत है। यस, वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस सम इंपॉर्टेंट इकोनॉमिक्स, फाइनेंस एंड बैंकिंग ओरिएंटेड questions as well as news in this session. So I'll start with the session. In this session, we are going to discuss, just like we discuss every day, some questions and the news related to those questions, and then some newspaper articles which are important for our understanding, for our preparation. This session is focusing majorly on three sections, that is banking of current affairs, the economics current affairs, and the finance current affairs. The another thing is that this session is not only focusing on the RBI grade B exam, but also the NABARD, as well as we are focusing on the SEBI, IRDI, or any other regulatory body or the supervisory exams which are important for us. When it comes to RBI grade B, phase 1 as well as phase 2, both are into consideration while covering some articles, some news in this particular session. So I will start with the session. I will start with the lecture. Once again, very, very good morning to you all. Before going to start this session, if you are yet to subscribe our channel, please do subscribe this channel and share this video, those who are preparing for the similar type of exams. First of all, we'll talk with, we are going through with some MCQs, and we'll cover some MCQs through which we are going to cover the news as well as some factual understanding. So first question on your screen. This question is a multi-statement question. Read the question carefully and then answer. Prime Minister Modi launched Subadra, the flagship scheme of the government of Odisha in Bhubaneswar. Which of the following statements are correct regarding this Subadra scheme? So question is regarding Subadra scheme, which was recently launched by the Prime Minister of India. The Subadra scheme is aimed at covering over 1 crore women, with each eligible women receiving 1 lakh over 10 years. Under Subadra scheme, all eligible beneficiaries between 21 to 60 receives 50,000 over 5 years between 24-25 to 28-29. An amount of 10,000 per annum in 2 equal installments will be credited directly to the beneficiary's Aadhaar enabled and DBT enabled bank account. DBT is direct benefit transfer. So in that way, the question is there. So what do you think? What can be the answer? So I guess Ruby mentioned about 2 and 3, right? You talked about C, 2 and 3. So let's go through the news first. So this is Subhadra is the largest women-centric scheme launched by the Odisha government, which is almost clear for us. Now, the largest single women-centric scheme is expected to cover more than 1 crore women. The Prime Minister also initiated fund transfer into the bank accounts of 10 lakh in the first tranche. This scheme is for 21 to 60 years of age group of women. They are going to receive 50,000 rupees over the period of 5 years at 25, 28, 24, 25, 28, 29. So this is a time frame. So this statement is absolutely correct. An amount of 10,000 per annum, because 5 years ka scheme hai, 10,000 per annum, then only the 50,000 will be calculated. A very simple calculation, direct benefit transfer to the bank accounts. So the two statements are absolutely right. The first statement is wrong, because the first statement talked about 1 lakh over 10 years. No, this scheme is for 5 years right now. 5 years right now. That's why second and third statement is right, and your answer is absolutely right. That's very good. The first statement is wrong. So this is about the Subhadra scheme. So obviously questions can be asked in the exams. This scheme is economy finance oriented, this because we are transferring the money. Social issue is also there because we are talking about the women centric scheme, and a state orientation is there. Every state nowadays launching a scheme focusing on women, like Ladki Bahin Yojana, okay, Ladli Bahna Yojana, so Lakhpati Didi Yojana. So almost every state or even the central government is focusing on the women empowerment oriented scheme, where financial supports provided to the certain category of women. So that's why focus that a question definitely will be asked over here. That's all about this particular question. I will move to the next question. NPS Vatsalya. We talked about this last time. So you need to answer incorrect statement. आपको incorrect statement यहाँ पे बताना है. So read the question carefully. Nirmala ji announced the NPS Vatsalya scheme in her 23-24 union budget speech. NPS Vatsalya will be inaugurated by the Pension Fund Regulatory and Development Authority of India. National Pension System Vatsalya is for minors under 18 years of age who are residents of India. Each NPS subscriber will be provided with a unique 12-digit alphanumerical PRAN number that remains with the subscriber until the end. So, which is incorrect? Which statement is incorrect in this? Okay. कौन सा स्टेटमेंट यहाँ पे इनकरेक्ट है, आपको आंसर बताना है. करेक्ट नहीं, यू नीड टू आंसर इनकरेक्ट. सो रीड इट अगेन एंड देन आंसर इट. Yes, you're absolutely right. The budget is like this year's budget, 24-25 budget. The first statement is wrong. Any other statement which is wrong? Okay, you are saying only one statement is wrong. Yes, answer is right. Option A is the answer. Rest of the statements are absolutely correct. Remember one thing. Permanent retirement account number is a 12-digit alphanumerical number. This can be the question in the exam. This can be the question in the exam, a static question. So PRAN number, that is called as a permanent retirement account number, and this number is of how many alphanumerical digits? So 12 alphanumericals are there, 2 digits are there, and uske bharose number banta hai. Such kind of questions they are asked earlier regarding the IFSC code, regarding the Aadhaar card number, regarding the PAN card number. So that's why another number which is very much in news these days. So that's why question will be asked. Minimum 1,000 rupees per annum investments under these NPS Vatsalya for the minors. After the age of 18, these accounts will be like a normal pension account, but till the 18th, the guardians or the parents will handle the operational system of these accounts. Obviously, PFRDA, Pension Fund Regulatory Development Authority of India, is responsible for the pension schemes and the pension regulation in our country. So rest of the thing is absolutely right. So nothing wrong. NPS Vatsalya, we already discussed about it. I will move forward to the next question. What is the current rate of wholesale price index inflation as of August 2024? We discussed this yesterday regarding the wholesale price index. Wholesale price index is given by Commerce Ministry's Economic Advisory Council. It is a monthly data which consists of the values of commodities at the wholesale level. The base year for calculation of wholesale price index is 2011-12 as the financial year we consider over here. The commodities are classified into 3 categories: manufactured goods, fuel and power, and the essential commodities. So 3 categories are there under these WPI commodities. Yes, answer of this question is, if we'll talk about the answer, is 1.31% is the WPI right now. Last time we talked about the CPI, Consumer Price Index. Consumer Price Index, the value of Consumer Price Index, provisional value in the month of August was 3.65%. It's a provisional number. The actual number will come on the latter phase. So remember that. We'll move forward to the next question. Which bank has recently introduced Aditi, a Gen AI powered virtual relationship manager to enhance the digital customer service experience? So Gen AI powered concept named as Aditi, launched by which of the following bank? So Bank of India, Bank of Baroda, Bank of Maharashtra, Axis Bank, HDFC Bank, 2 private commercial banks and 3 public sector banks. The names are here. So which of these bank or which of these bank launch this concept called as a Aditi, Gen AI powered relationship manager? Yes, answer of this question is Bank of Baroda. Bank of Baroda launched this. Last time we discussed Bank of Baroda's another news that is called as a phygital branches. 7 phygital branches will be created soon or will already be working on that. Okay, 1 branch, I guess the initial 3 branches are already working conditions. So phygital branches announced by Bank of Baroda, and this Aditi, the next gen AI created by the Bank of Baroda. Devdatta Chansar is the managing director and the CEO of the bank. It was created in 1908, a public sector bank. So that's all here. I'll go to the next question. National Payment Corporation of India has increased the transactional limit for tax payments using UPI by allowing people to send how much amount in a single transaction. The same amount is there for the health and the education. For the IPO or the share market transactions, it is the same amount is there for the loan repayments, as well as is allowed for the insurance premium. So recently the tax payments are also included in this category. So yes, answer is 5 lakh. So 5 lakh, which was announced last time by the RBI governor. So that's the concept over here. I'll move forward to the next. Yes, NPCI, National Payment Corporation of India, was created in 2008 under Section 8 of Companies Act as a non-profit making company. The functions of NPCI depending on one act, and the act is called as a Payment and Settlement Act 2007. So depending on this act, NPCI deliver its functions, but it was created as a company, a non-profitable company under Companies Act, and was created in 2008, headquartered in Mumbai, and Dilip Asbe is the MD CEO of National Payment Corporation of India. The next question: financial institution in collaboration with Digital India's Common Service Center disbursed approximately 100 crore in loans aimed at expanding access to formal credit of underserved individuals and MSMEs. This question is a bit important for us. Questions we can experience in future around this particular news. So, which financial institution in collaboration with Digital India Common Service Center? Common Service Centers, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया के कॉमन सर्विस सेंटर्स होते हैं गवर्नमेंट की सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड करने के लिए. इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी मिनिस्ट्री इज द नोडल अथॉरिटी फॉर द CSCs in our country. So the authority which recently joined them is a Piramal Finance. Piramal Finance recently joined them. So Piramal Finance is an NBFC, non-banking financial company. So they decided to join CSCs for delivery of few financial services. So answer of this question is Piramal Finance. Yes, I'll go to the next question. Global Cyber Security Index released by International Telecommunication Union rank countries in 5 tiers based on their commitment to cyber security across areas such as legal framework, technical measures, capacity building. How many countries were placed in tier 1, signifying the highest level of cybersecurity commitment, being recognized as a role model nation? India is also in this tier 1 category. India भी tier 1 category के अंदर आता है. So India is also having a very good policies around cyber security. We are also working very wonderfully to handle the cyber security issues, and we can be a role model, and we are already a role model. So IC4, last time I discussed with that, I4C was the concept created by the Home Ministry. So total, how many countries into tier 1? So India is among tier 1 countries, which I have mentioned. The total, according to this report recently, 46 countries comes under the tier 1, the highest category. So that's a good sign. That's actually a very good sign, and India is among the these 46 countries. Next question. HDFC Bank announced its plan to increase the income of 5 lakh marginal farmers earning less than 60,000 annually by 2025 through CSR initiative. So name the CSR initiative of HDFC Bank. HDFC Bank, the banks in our country also handling the CSR part, corporate social responsibility. So this question is straightforward directly on this CSR concept. So tell me the answer over here. Tell me the project which is handled by HDFC around CSR. Yes, answer is Parivartan. Parivartan is the answer of this question. Absolute right. So Parivartan is a name of CSR campaign handled by HDFC. Shashidhar Jagdishan sir is the MD CEO of the HDFC Bank, which we have discussed last time. Okay. So next question. Prime Minister flagged off first Vande Metro, now renamed as the Namo Bharat Rapid Rail Service, between which 2 cities? So Vande Metro concept is between the 2 cities, which was recently launched by the Prime Minister. It was also renamed as a Namo Bharat Rapid Rail. So between which 2 cities the first Vande Metro was started by or flagged off by the Prime Minister of India? Bhuj, Ahmedabad, New Delhi, Ahmedabad, New Delhi, Meerut, Bhuj, Varanasi, New Delhi, Katra. Yes, answer is Bhuj to Ahmedabad. Absolutely right. So Bhuj to Ahmedabad, the distance of 360 kilometers that was mentioned by the ministry. 5 hours 45 minutes time frame and 110 kilometers per hour is the speed of this new Vande Metro. also named as Namo Bharat Rapid Rail. Remember that. Next question. LIC has selected which IT major company to develop its next gen digital platform? We are going to cover one news related to this in this session, at the end of this session. So be there, because that news will also fetch many questions for our exam point of view. So which company being shortlisted by LIC to help LIC to go digital, to help LIC to get rid of the paper trail or the documentation? So which company is helping? Yeah. Answer of this question is Infosys. Infosys is helping LIC to get digital in coming years. So we are going to see another news related to the same fact and the same process of LIC in bit a while. Yes, so that was all about few questions and the few news related to those questions. Now we'll jump into the main headlines of the newspaper. PIB related news, which we have already covered at our 6 a.m. session, and there will be a separate recording you are going to get very soon regarding the main PIB, excuse me. So I will go and I will jump into the newspaper articles. So first news, the Foundation Day celebration of Bank of Maharashtra. Bank of Maharashtra was created in 16th of September 1935, headquartered in Pune, and Nidhu Saxena is the MD CEO right now. Yes, it was created in 16th of September 1935, but the function is now will be now the function is there today, and Nirmala ji will be the chief guest for this function. So remember that she will be the chief guest. Obviously, the foundation day is not today. It was on the 16th of September, but the function was organized by the Bank of Maharashtra today. So Nirmala ji will be the chief guest. I'm not asking, or I'm not telling you this because we need to remember who is the chief guest or not. Okay, we just should know that if the public sector banks are celebrating their foundation days, they're having some functions related to some important landmark, we should have a factual information, the static information related to that. Bank of Maharashtra is performing really very well. They are having the highest growth rate when it comes to credit as well as deposit in our country. It's a public sector bank, and that's why questions can be asked around it. Okay, I will move forward. We'll go to the next part. Infosys IIT Madras among the 7 new AI Alliance members. Now there is a new concept in our country, and the concept is called as a AI Alliance. So many companies are coming together and creating the AI Alliance. So 7 new members from India, including Infosys, AI for Bharat, that is by IIT Madras, then IIT Jodhpur, Kisan AI, People Plus AI, then Sarvam AI, and Vadhwani AI. These are the Indian institutions. They are joining the AI Alliance. AI Alliance is actually created by Meta and IBM. Meta and IBM, they created the AI Alliance, a global AI Alliance, and some Indian institutions as well as companies joined them. So here it's the Infosys, IIT Madras, IIT Jodhpur, IIT Bombay already is the part of this AI Alliance. So 3 IITs from India is a part of this AI Alliance. IIT Bombay is already, IIT Madras recently joined through their AI for Bharat. IIT Jodhpur is there. Few companies like Infosys is there, Kisan AI, People Plus AI, Sarvam AI, and Vadhwani AI. These are the companies. Now this AI Alliance was established in 2023. AI Alliance 2023 में ही स्टार्ट किया गया था ग्लोबल लेवल पे सेफ AI का सेफ यूज करने के लिए, AI का सिक्योर यूज करने के लिए. So Meta and IBM, they are the global companies. They initiated this alliance. IIT Bombay is a foundation member of this AI Alliance. Founding member of this AI Alliance. So IIT Bombay joined from the beginning to this group, and rest of the companies or rest of the institutions joined recently. The total 8 institutions from India. So names are already here. Questions can be asked. For sure, questions can be asked. So don't make any mistake. Even while writing the answers, because there can be answer regarding the AI and the digital banking. There can be questions regarding the CBDC, the use of AI, the cyber security. Some kind of questions can be there either in the essay writing or in the normal finance paper. So that time you can give the example of this, because a private company has also created their alliance for the safety, so that no private company or the no platform of the private company responsible for any kind of wrongdoing under AI. So ये केस स्टडी के तौर पे भी आप लिख सकते हो, तो ये भी ध्यान रखिएगा. So that's all from this news, a very simple news. I'll go to the next news, which is also very important. India set for the first offshore mineral auction. Offshore means the mining activity in water, mining activity in ocean. That will be called as offshore mining. Okay, so India is going to conduct the auction of offshore minings or offshore mines of our country. Now, recently, the Mining Ministry Secretary V.L. Kantha Rao. Tell me, who is the minister of this mining ministry or the coal ministry comes under whom? एक बार मुझे उनका नाम बता दीजिएगा. We are ready, means government is ready with 10 blocks on both the east and the west coast of India. So government is focusing on the mining in the east as well as west, both the coast. They are covering total 10 mines or 10 blocks, or the 10 mines will be auctions very soon, focusing on sand, lime, mud and the polymetallic nodules. So from ocean we are going to excavate few things, for example, of course, sand, lime, mud, polymetallic nodules. So we are expecting under the polymetallic nodules, what are the polymetallic nodules we are going to extract? We are expecting content of iron, manganese, nickel, copper and cobalt. So these are the major minerals we are expecting from these polymetallic nodules. So earlier we got the permission from the international organizations regarding exploration or excavation of some minerals from the ocean bed, and we are going to conduct the auction, because government is not going to excavate it. Government will give the license to different companies, either government companies or the private companies, and they are going to extract those minerals. These minerals will be in the form of sand, then lime, mud and the polymetallic nodules. The major mineral content will be in polymetallic nodule, through which we can excavate iron, manganese, nickel, copper and the cobalt. That is the expectations of government of India. Again, offshore means we are not conducting any mining operation in other countries, according to this news. So mines under Indian territory only, but in ocean. That is a factor over here. G. Kishan Reddy is the minister. Absolutely right. Now remember one thing. Suppose this is the land. The land ends here, for example, and this is the ocean. So from the land till ocean, 12 nautical miles is called Indian territory. So Indian constitution, Indian laws are applicable till this time frame, called as a 12 nautical mile from the land. From the land till the 24 nautical miles, means 24 nautical miles is called contingent zone. So our navy, our defense forces can stay up to this part. So from land till 200 nautical miles, 200. Okay, so this 200 nautical miles will be called as the exclusive economic zone. So where we can conduct our commercial activities like exploring and all. Okay, so these blocks can be in this region also. इस region में भी ये block रह सकता है, because उसकी permission हमारे पास है. International waters में भी हम excavation कर सकते हैं. So remember that sometimes examiner will tell you everything which is written here, and the examiner can ask about this demarcation, because it happened earlier also. They ask about the water boundaries of the countries. So 12 nautical miles, 24 nautical miles and the 200 nautical miles. Remember that the difference will be really very important. So I will move forward to the next news. RBI nod for Aditya Birla Finance mergers with the parent company. So Aditya Birla Capital is planning to merge with the Aditya Birla Finance. So they are going to merge with each other. So basically the RBI gave the permission, RBI gave the green signal for them. Right now there are so many companies, they are getting merged. Like last time we talked about Tata Motors Finance with the Tata Capital, right? Okay, earlier there was a big merger, HDFC and the HDFC Bank and the HDFC, they also merge. So such kind of things are happening a lot these days in our country. So another merger is going to happen between Aditya Birla Capital and the Aditya Birla Finance. So they are going to merge with each other. Remember that. This Aditya Birla Finance is the upper layer NBFC as per the RBI's regulatory classification. अपर लेयर में आदित्य बिरला फाइनेंस आता है. So they are going to merge. RBI gave the permission. SEBI also gave the permission because the market में इसके shares बिकते हैं. CCI Competition Commission of India is going to give the final approval and then the merger is going to happen. Right now, the simple question will be asked regarding the name of the companies under this merger scenario. So remember that. Now, Competition Commission of India can now appoint agencies to track orders. Competition Commission of India comes under Corporate Affairs Ministry. Competition Commission of India was created in 2003 as a statutory body, and their job is to check merger acquisitions, to check the commercial activities, the corporate sector's activities on the moral and the ethical basis. That is their job. It's kind of a watchdog. It's kind of a watchdog, especially mergers, acquisitions. Like we talked about the Aditya Birla. So CCI's permission is required. They also give consideration towards the different kind of activities by different companies. If suppose some companies are playing against the competition, some companies are playing immoral or the unethical practices, then they are responsible as a watchdog for that. Now, Competition Commission of India got the permission to hire private agencies, appoint private agencies to track down the orders. So I will talk about this. Competition Amendment Act passed on the April 11, 2023. Draft regulations sent to the public consultation in June 24. Regulations now in keeping with the newer provisions such as commitment settlement, CACS professional management consultants to help CCI monitors the orders. So suppose, for example, now Aditya Birla's, we'll take the Aditya Birla's news. Aditya Birla Capital, Aditya Birla Finance, they are going to merge, right? Okay. So इनका मर्जर करना है कि नहीं करना, ये ऑर्डर अभी किसके पास आएगा? सीसीआई के पास. कॉम्पिटिशन कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया इसको चेक करेगा. सो इज इट फिजिबल और नॉट? के कॉम्पिटिशन कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया का कई बार ना मैन पावर कम है, they have the less human resource. So in that situation, they can hire some private agencies, some private CAs or the CS to help them out, because there are so many companies created in our country, so many mergers, acquisitions are happening, so many complaints are coming to the Competition Commission of India. Due to lack of human resource, due to lack of a specialist human resource, they are not able to fulfill the demands on a time frame or time bound manner, and that's why they got the permission from the parliament with the amendment act that now they can hire a private agencies or the individuals to handle the situation. क्योंकि यहाँ पे ना स्पेशलिस्ट की जरूरत पड़ती है ये सारे प्रॉब्लम्स को सॉल्व करने के लिए. Ravneet Kaur, right now she is the head of Competition Commission of India. This authority works under the aegis of Corporate Affairs Ministry. Nirmala ji is a Corporate Affairs Ministry, and they are talking about the corporate sector. That's all from this particular news. Now, SBI chairman, SBI's new chairman, he gave the statement which is actually a kind of a statement for worry. The CASA ratio of banks may fall to pre-COVID level, mentioned by SBI chairperson. CASA, current account, saving account. So CASA ratio is about current account plus saving account divided by total deposit. Total deposit के अंदर current saving के अलावा FD RD भी आता है. So CASA ratio, higher the CASA ratio indicates that bank has cheaper source of fund. जितना CASA ratio अच्छा रहेगा उतना बैंक के लिए अच्छा है. Why? Look, CASA ratio means current account, saving account में लोग बैंक के पास पैसा रख रहे हैं, उसके ऊपर इंटरेस्ट रेट बहुत कम है. लाइक अंडर करंट अकाउंट ऑलमोस्ट 0% रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट हम कस्टमर को दे रहे हैं, बैंक कस्टमर को दे रही है. सेविंग अकाउंट्स के ऊपर 2.2%, 2.50%, 3%, 4% इस तरीके से बैंक्स कस्टमर को देती है. तो काफी कम रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट में डिपॉजिट बैंक के पास आ रहे हैं. जितना ज्यादा कासा रेशो होगा उतना चीपर, उतना सस्ता पैसा बैंक के पास आएगा, जो पैसा बैंक किसी को लोन पे दे सकती है. सो ये प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी के लिए बहुत अच्छा है, ये सिस्टम के लिए बहुत अच्छा है, बैंकों के लिए बहुत अच्छा है. बट राइट नाउ, जैसे मैंने आपको लास्ट टाइम भी कहा था, डिपॉजिट्स आर गोइंग डाउन डे बाय डे. FD, RD and even the CASA ratio of the banks may fall to pre-COVID level, ऐसा SBI चीफ का कहना है. So of course banks needs to work on that. बैंक को ये बढ़ाना पड़ेगा. ये बातें बहुत पहले से, means near about 2 months back, these things are usually discussed by the SBI governor, even the finance minister of India, and now the SBI chief also talked about these. So the static question which can be asked, what is CASA ratio and what is the importance of CASA ratio, which we have already discussed with you. तो ये थोड़ा सा फैक्टर ध्यान रखिएगा. Okay, that's it. बाकी तो नहीं. अब इन्होंने एक और स्टेटमेंट दिया. RBI unlikely to cut the interest rates in 2024. His statement is very uh, different statement, because we are expecting in the month of October might be monetary policy committee will reduce the repo rate. But SBI chairperson is saying the chances are very less that in this year, in 2024, might be they are going to reduce the interest rates. So the things are there. Obviously, this is a prediction, this is speculation. We'll see when the October's monetary policy will come, because even RBI governor said that we are keeping watch very closely on the inflation of the country, because again the inflation is going up, especially food inflation is going up. Same point is mentioned by the SBI chairperson in his statement over here. So that's the case. Yes, CS Setty sir, he's a new chairperson of State Bank of India. Now, which I was talking while discussing the MCQs earlier, that LIC earmarks 600 crore for digital shift to be paperless in 2 years. So LIC is focusing on being digital and they will be paperless in 2 years. So within 2 years, LIC will be paperless. There won't be any paperwork. LIC की फाइल्स बहुत सारी होती है, कई बार उनके फोटोज वायरल होते हैं. So LIC is going digital, and to get digital, Infosys is helping them. Infosys उनको हेल्प करेगा. अब ये जो पूरा प्रोसेस है 2 साल का, जिसमें वो पेपरलेस जाएंगे, डिजिटल जाएंगे, इन्फोसिस उनको हेल्प करेगी. इट विल कॉस्ट देम 600 करोड़, 600 करोड़ उनको लगने वाले हैं. आउट ऑफ दिस 600 करोड़, 400 करोड़ सिस्टम इंटीग्रेटर, पूरी सिस्टम बनाने के लिए, सिस्टम को इंटीग्रेट करने के लिए 600 में से 400 करोड़ लगने वाले हैं. 100 करोड़ फॉर एजेंसी ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन एंड 100 करोड़ फॉर द डिजिटल ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन कंसल्टेंट. तो जो कंसल्टेंट है, जो मदद करेंगे, उनके लिए 100 करोड़, जो प्रॉपर ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन होगा उसके लिए 100 करोड़, और जो प्रॉपर सिस्टम इंप्लीमेंटेशन है उसके लिए 400 करोड़ की रिक्वायरमेंट होगी. तो ये डिवीजन इन्फोसिस ने LIC ने दिया हुआ है, लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कॉर्पोरेशन. सो रिमेंबर दैट क्वेश्चंस डेफिनेटली विल बी आस्क्ड हियर. यहां पे सवाल पूछे जाएंगे क्योंकि ये बहुत बड़ा अनाउंसमेंट है. LIC इंडिया की सबसे बड़ी टॉप मोस्ट फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशन है विद द प्रॉफिट मार्जिन, and this institution owned by government of India is going to be digital. Within 2 years it will be paperless, and that's why question will be asked. One part of Infosys we discuss how much money they will require to go paperless and within how many years they will be paperless. So everything is mentioned in this news, so remember that. Now, government relief on PDS wheat quota to launch 1,000 crore credit guarantee fund. Now, there is some statement given by the government of India. We'll talk about 2-3 statements here. Farm snapshot, government moves the lifting ban on the non-basmati rice export. कि government ban हटाने की सोच रही है non-basmati rice export के ऊपर, because rice का supply इंडिया में normal हो चुका है, so अभी export कर सकते हैं. अगर इंडिया में supply constraint होगा तो हमें export के ऊपर ban लगाना पड़ता है. तो government is thinking to lift the ban. Optimization of food grains transport from FICCI go down state warehouses help to save 112 crore. Now, फूड कॉर्पोरेशन ऑफ इंडिया हमारे पास है. फूड कॉर्पोरेशन ऑफ इंडिया नॉर्मली खाद्य गोदाम जिसे कहते हैं, जहां पे गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया अनाज को रखती है. अब गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया FCI के पास ज्यादा अनाज रखने की जगह स्टेट गोडाउन्स में रख रही है, बिकॉज एनीवेज द फूड सप्लाई और द फूड सिक्योरिटी इज यूजुअली हैंडल्ड बाय स्टेट गवर्नमेंट्स अकॉर्डिंग टू इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑल्सो. सो फूड कॉर्पोरेशन ऑफ इंडिया के पास रखेंगे, फिर स्टेट के पास भेजना पड़ेगा. इट इज अ कॉस्टली अफेयर. सो गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने डायरेक्टली स्टेट के हाथ में ही पावर दे दिए, मैक्सिमम पावर. सो जिसकी वजह से हमारा काफी पैसा यहां पे बचा है. सो 112 करोड़ की ऑपरेशनल कॉस्ट हमारी बच गई है. FCI प्लान्स टू परचेस रिकॉर्ड 9 मिलियन के. FCI भी कुछ खरीद के रख देता है. जो MSP के रेट पे खरीदते हैं ना हम लोग, मिनिमम सपोर्ट प्राइस पे, वो नॉर्मली FCI के खाद्य गोदामों में होता है. Ethanol blending capacity to reach 17 billion liters in the next month from 16.23 billion currently. This is a very important. Ethanol blending, ethanol blended petrol, ethanol blended diesel की हम लोग बात करते हैं, तो उसकी कैपेसिटी 17 बिलियन लीटर्स पर नेक्स्ट फ्यू मंथ्स मींस पर ईयर के हिसाब से 17 बिलियन लीटर्स हमें इथेनॉल ब्लेंडेड फ्यूल यूज करना है या उसे प्रोड्यूस करना है. 10 million tons for the wheat stocks likely with the traders, and food grain prices to remain stable during the festivals. So basically, the food inflation should not get increased. For that reason, some things mentioned over here. अभी festival season आ रहा है, Navratra, Diwali, Dashera, then the Christmas. This is whole festival season. And during festival season, the demand increases. If demand is increasing, there can be inflation. So to measure the situation, to handle the situation, some new announcements given by the government of India, which is really very important. Now, another news. NCEL exports clock 4,000 crore in revenues. Amit Shah to launch White Revolution 2.0. White Revolution, the revolution related to the milk and milk product. But before that, the National Cooperative Exports Limited, this is the authority created by the Act of 2002. 2002 के एक्ट में इसे क्रिएट किया गया. कोऑपरेटिव मिनिस्ट्री के अंडर नेशनल कोऑपरेटिव एक्सपोर्ट लिमिटेड काम करता है. उनके हिसाब से एक्सपोर्ट करके नेशनल कोऑपरेटिव एक्सपोर्ट लिमिटेड इस कंपनी ने एक्सपोर्ट करके 4,000 करोड़ का रेवेन्यू जनरेट किया है. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, दिस इज द बिग न्यूज. ये बहुत बड़ी न्यूज है. कोऑपरेटिव्स भी एक्सपोर्ट करके काफी अच्छा रेवेन्यू जनरेट कर सकती है. उसका एग्जांपल यहां पे है. NCEL is a company owned or the cooperative owned by Government of India, created under the 2002 Act. So जो भी एग्री कमोडिटीज है, जो भी फार्मर्स ओरिएंटेड एक्सपोर्ट होगा, उसके लिए ये हेल्प करते, मदद करते हैं. नाउ व्हाइट रिवॉल्यूशन. Amit Shah sir mentioned that there will be a White Revolution 2.0 very soon. Exactly उसमें क्या होगा वो तो अभी फिलहाल हमें नहीं पता. पर White Revolution और इंडिया का रिलेशन बहुत तगड़ा है, because there was a White Revolution in 1964-65 and the father of White Revolution is Varghese Kurian sir. Varghese Kurian sir did the White Revolution. उसे ऑपरेशन फ्लड भी नाम दिया गया था. तो नेशनल डेयरी डेवलपमेंट बोर्ड इंट्रोड्यूस ऑपरेशन फ्लड अंडर व्हाइट रिवॉल्यूशन, जिसके थ्रू हमने देश में डेयरी प्रोडक्ट्स, मिल्क और मिल्क प्रोडक्ट को काफी अच्छे तरीके से इंप्रूव किया था. सो अगेन वर्गीस कुरियन सर. सो अब वापस एक बार सेकंड व्हाइट रिवॉल्यूशन का टाइम आ गया है और इसलिए उसके ऊपर काम किया जाएगा, ऐसा मेंशन किया गया है बाय द अमित शाह सर. व्हाई ही मेंशन्ड, व्हाई नॉट एनिमल हस्बेंड्री मिनिस्ट्री, व्हाई नॉट द डेयरी मिनिस्ट्री? बिकॉज व्हाइट रिवॉल्यूशन में सबसे बड़ा रोल था कोऑपरेटिव्स का. अमूल इटसेल्फ इज अ कोऑपरेटिव. वर्गीस कुरियन साहब उसको लीड कर रहे थे और अमूल कोऑपरेटिव, और अमूल ने ही सबसे पहले ऑपरेशन फ्लड या व्हाइट रिवॉल्यूशन देश में लाया था. सो कोऑपरेटिव्स के मदद से ही ये हम कर पाए थे, इसको सक्सेसफुली इंप्लीमेंट कर पाए थे. एंड दैट्स व्हाई बीइंग अ कोऑपरेटिव मिनिस्टर ही टॉक्ड अबाउट दिस, ही डिस्कस अबाउट दिस. तो ये भी एक फैक्टर यहां पे ध्यान में रखिएगा, ये बहुत जरूरी है आपके लिए. Now, yesterday we talked about this, the PMESC report, Prime Minister's Economic Advisory Council report. Yesterday we talked about who is the head of PMESC, that is Bibek Debroy. He is the head of Prime Minister's Economic Advisory Council. Yesterday we discussed that the West Bengal is performing very badly. Even Bihar is performing well than the West Bengal according to their report. So now in this report, in 1990s, we come up with the reform. Okay, 1990, 1991, LPG, liberalization, privatization, globalization was introduced in India. After these reforms, the most successful state is the state of Maharashtra. State of Maharashtra is the most successful state. Consecutively from 1991, 2021, 2010, 11, 2020, 2021, 23, 24. So double digit growth is there in Maharashtra. So Maharashtra is the best performing state. Then Tamil Nadu, then Uttar Pradesh, then Karnataka. These are the best performing states when it comes to the top best performing state when it comes to the reforms which we implemented. The worst state we talked about yesterday's session only, West Bengal, Bihar, they didn't use these LPG reforms properly, so they were not that much successful. So this is a simple report. Yes, in the economics and in finance, you can use this report as a case study. Even the question can be asked on this report. So Prime Minister's Economic Advisory Council headed by Bibek Debroy. Even we talked about Sachin Sanyal sir is a member of this, and he compiled this report that was also discussed by us in the last session. So remember that part. So yes guys, that's all from my side for the day. I will stop here in today's session. Yes, so I will stop here. We discussed few MCQs in the beginning of the session and then we talked about some important न्यूज फ्रॉम द न्यूज़पेपर. आज की न्यूज बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी थी. आज की न्यूज ऐसी है कि सब न्यूज के ऊपर दो तीन क्वेश्चंस बन सकते हैं और यू कैन यूज दिस न्यूज एज द केस स्टडी इन योर आंसर राइटिंग. सो प्लीज गो थ्रू इट प्रॉपरली. आई विल सेंड द नोट्स ऑन आवर टेलीग्राम चैनल. टिल दैट टाइम, बाय बाय, टेक केयर.